Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to do two tags. They are the Books I've Not Read tag and the 54321 book tag. I decided to do these two tags together because they're both short and they kind of fit together. First, I'm going to do the Books I've Not Read tag. I was tagged in a video by Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading. I watch videos by Gavin at Genre Books 23 and Pat at Book Chat with Pat. Per Kelly. Ironically, no one tagged me for this, but I had to do this for the name of my channel. I'd love to hear your answers to these questions, so please share some books you haven't read. Maybe there are books you feel like you should have read or you ought to. Maybe there are books that have been on your shelf for a long time. Tell me about it in the comments section. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. This tag was inspired by a video on Fiber Artsy Reads, and then created into a tag by Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads. There are 6 prompts in this tag, and the initial statement for these prompts is, just admit the 5 books you've not read that you really ought to have. The first is a classic book. That is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It was a free ebook on my Nook reader, and it's been available to me for a long time. I have not read anything by Jane Austen. I keep saying I want to, I just haven't done it yet, so that's one that I would really like to read. That's a classic book that I really ought to read. The second prompt is a fiction book. That is Heartstopper Volume 2 by Alice Oseman. I completed Heartstopper Volume 1 on December 17, 2023. I liked it. Didn't love it, but I did want to continue the series. I believe the 6th book in the series is coming out later this year, and I think that's going to be the final one. So I really want to read Book 2 and the rest of the series. The third prompt is a nonfiction book. That is the half of it by Madison Beer. It's a rock star memoir. It came out in 2023, and I got an autographed copy, so I'm sure I got it in 2023. And it's a short book. Don't know why I haven't read it, but I definitely should read it, and I want to. The fourth prompt is a genre book. That is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I have the paperback of it. He is a really noted author. It's a really noted book. I have not read anything from him. It is a great sci-fi book, thus it being a genre book. The fifth prompt is the book owned for the longest time, but not read yet. It would be impossible for me to actually answer that question. There's a lot of books that I have from way back that I haven't read, so I'm kind of going to go with a book that I consider kind of from my modern era, which doesn't go back too far. That book is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. This is copyrighted in 2017. As you can see, the little sticker, I got it at Target, and because it has a 20% off sticker, and I'm sure it was probably featured, I think I probably got it right around not too long after it came out. so had it around 9 years. As I said, there are other books that I've had much longer, but it would be hard for me to pick the truly longest one, and I'm not sure I'm going to read those books that I've had longer. It doesn't say to tag anyone, but I normally would here, but I'm just going to do that after I do the second tag. Do my say who I'm going to tag. After I do the second tag, I will talk about tagging people. Now I'm going to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 book tag. I watched a video by Melodie at Melodie's Book Nook where she did this tag. She was unable to find the creator of it. Per Melodie, there are the questions to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 book tag. There are 5 of them, and they go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as you might expect. 5 is 5 recent 5-star reads. I just went back to my last 5 5-star reads, and I'm going to give them from the first one of those, which was my last 5-star read from 2025, and the 4 5-star reads from this year. Those 5 books are Bride by Ellie Hazelwood, Get Real Chloe Torres by Crystal Maldonado, Mate by Ellie Hazelwood, Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed, and Parable of the Star by Octavia E. Butler. The next prompt is 4 auto buy authors. First, I should say that they're not necessarily auto buy at this time, because each of the authors I mentioned has books of theirs that are already released that I haven't read. So these are more, I'd say, authors that I want to read more of their books. And if I could get caught up and I continue liking the books, they would become auto-buy authors. They're just more authors I want to read more books from. They are T. Kingfisher. I read 3 books from her and really like, and I definitely want to read a lot more. Emily Henry, I've read 3 books from, and I have 1 book of hers to read. Ellie Hazelwood, I read 2 books from, and I have several of her books to read. Linda Chang, I read her 2 books that she released. Love both of them. So, actually, Linda Chang is a must-buy author because I've read the 2 books that she's released, and I'll definitely buy the next one when it comes out. Next is 3 favorite genres. I'm going to cheat a little bit on this one and give 4, and I'll say why after I give them. I looked at Storygraph for my top genres. I looked at Storygraph to get the list of my most read genres. I started on Storygraph in February 2022, so it's a little over 4 years. Maybe about 250 books or so. The top 4 genres are horror, fantasy, contemporary, and romance. The reason I give 4 is I don't consider contemporary the same type of genre as horror, fantasy, and romance, because the other 3 could be contemporary and still be horror, fantasy, or romance. So I wanted to list what Storygraph gave. The top 3, that's what they give, but I added the 4th because it's kind of like, added the 4th because I don't consider contemporary in the same type of genre as the other 3. Nor do I consider literary the same type of genre, because horror could be literary. So it's almost like in my mind, contemporary and literary are a different class of genre. More like an all-encompassing overall umbrella genres. The second prompt is favorite places to read. By far my favorite place to read is just in my bedroom. Could be Most of the time just sitting in a chair, facing my bed and facing the back window. Quiet. That's by far my favorite place. I don't too often read when I'm out, but recently a couple times there was two things I was doing and they were separated by time. So I went to the town library and picked up some books, but I did start reading one of those books while there. And the library is a very nice place to read, as not surprising, I guess. So, although I haven't done it a lot, my second choice is the town library. The next prompt is one book you promised to read soon. That is We Love You, Bunny by Mona Awad. Next, I'm going to tag people. First, I'm going to tag anyone watching this video. If you'd like to do one or more of these prompts in my comments or in a video of your own, please do so. I'm also going to tag a bunch of people in the description of the video. If you're interested in doing it, please do so. I'd definitely be interested in watching your video. If you don't have anything else you'd like to comment, please add an emoji of your choice. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week. I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.